Let's look at one more example. In this example, we're going to look at the game World of Warcraft. This website I'm looking at from Kaggle has an enormous amount of data about World of Warcraft playing. So we're going to use a goal to decide what's important. So let's say one of the things we work for the company that makes World of Warcraft, and we would like to know which race class combinations seem to be played the least, and we might want to look at issuing a patch that strengthens those combinations to try to get more players to use them. So recall that in the last section we looked at classes, which are basically like job types or skill sets in World of Warcraft, include things like hunter, mage, warlock, warrior, and races include things like blood elf, orc, and troll, and so on. So which pairs tend to be more popular and which pairs tend to be less popular? Well, this data here, which tells you the most popular classes and races, separates them. It doesn't help us with pairings. So let's look at some of the data that is also available. So as I scroll down, you're going to start to see code before the graphs, and that's fine. Most popular race class combination. That sounds good. Let's see what else they have. Some code, and we get to daily active users. That doesn't sound terribly relevant. Month active users. And then there's something called a retention curve. Retention are players who start and continue to play. And so on and so forth, right? Various spins on the retention curve. There is a lot of stuff here. And so far, just about everything we've seen is not very relevant, except that second graph we saw, which actually had exactly what we were looking for, race class combinations. So we ignore everything else and we focus on this combination, and we notice that a troll death knight is the least popular. So then if I were a designer, I would go in and change some of the stats for a troll death knight to try to make them a stronger race class combination, hopefully, and issue the patch and hope that more players would end up using that combination. In the final section in this chapter, we're going to go on what I call a side quest. We're going to take a little bit of a look at how inflation works, both in terms of things like gold in games, as well as our finances in general.